welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. For decades, the topic of cross-border infiltration has been the loudest, most polarizing debate in West Bengal's political history. But today, the rhetoric has officially transformed into a hard administrative reality. In a sweeping circular issued by the state's Home and Hill Affairs Department, it has directed every single district magistrate across West Bengal to immediately initiate the process of setting up dedicated holding centers. This massive logistical directive actually marks a very dramatic operational shift following the formation of the new BJP-led state government under Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari. Operating under an explicit detect, delete and deport policy, the administration is giving institutional shape to a long-delayed central directive. While proponents view this as a vital step for internal security, community groups and local factions are bracing for impact. Let's in fact break down how the state's approach to citizenship and borders just fundamentally changed. To understand the sheer scale of the executive action, you have to look closely at the legal wording of the order. The directive instructs local administrations to establish these localized facilities in strict accordance with the Union Ministry of Home Affairs guidelines. And the primary target? Suspected illegal immigrants, particularly from Bangladesh and Myanmar, alongside foreign prisoners who have already completed their official judicial sentences but remain stuck in local jails awaiting state repatriation. Now, under the central guidelines, local law enforcement can now arrest suspects and house them inside these specialized holding centers for a standard 30-day window. During this period, the police must then finalize their background investigations, after which the local district magistrate will make the definitive legal determination regarding the individual's citizenship status. Now, the driving force behind this unprecedented structural shift is Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari himself. Just days ago, following a high-level confirmation and coordination meeting with the top brass from the state police and the border security force, Adhikari made the government's stance absolutely transparent. He noted that anyone not actively connected or eligible under the parameters of the Citizenship Amendment Act or CAA will be categorized strictly as an illegal infiltrator. This is a major departure from past practices where state police forces will no longer push suspects through decades of winding civil court trials. Instead, they will be detained locally and handed over directly to the BSF. The Central Border Force will then coordinate directly with Border Guard Bangladesh to complete immediate biometric tracked deportations. Now, this will ensure that this policy isn't just on paper, and to ensure this, the state government has simultaneously moved resolve that has moved to resolve a decades-old logistics dispute. West Bengal shares India's longest border with neighboring states, and approximately 550 kilometers have historically remained highly vulnerable and unfenced due to land acquisition delays. Now, the Adhikari cabinet has already moved its first files to hand over critical land packets to the BSF to begin erecting immediate fencing over 27 kilometers of open stretches. Now, while supporters argue this dual strategy of physical walls and holding blocks and holding cells, it closes a very dangerous, in fact, national security loop. Now, civil rights advocates, however, are expressing deep anxiety. They point to the dark lessons of 2025, where simple Bengali-speaking migrant workers in other states faced wrongful detentions on mere linguistic suspicion, warning that the rapid local administrative decisions could lead to significant human rights complications if due process isn't fiercely guarded. Now, in a state where millions of families possess centuries of complex migration histories, the line between an undocumented foreigner and a poor citizen with missing paperwork can actually be incredibly thin. Activists are preparing a wave of litigations, asserting that keeping individuals in holding centers without standard judicial bail procedures runs entirely contrary to basic constitutional safeguards. However, the state administration maintains that security non-negotiables must take priority and that biometric databases will filter out true citizens effectively. The establishment of holding centers across West Bengal marks the end of an era of administrative ambiguity. As the first bricks are laid for these facilities, the true test for the Adhikari administration will be executing the mandate with surgical accuracy, ensuring national sovereignty is protected without compromising the rights of legitimate citizens. That's it on this segment. We'll see you for more news and updates.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.